Okay, guys, there's not going to be a webcam for any of these recordings, but I am going to do a playthrough on Manor Lords, and we're going to pick each of the scenario templates, and we're going to play them all the way through, and I will be recording the gameplay for you guys and posting it here on YouTube. If you like the content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoy. This time around, we're going to do the default scenario. Well, the middle scenario, the restoring the peace scenario at default setting. Difficulty, not setting. At default difficulty. Bear with me, I just got off work not that long ago, so I am exhausted. So, which means I'm not going to touch any of this. We're going to start in the spring. And everything's going to be the way that it's all preset for everything. Alright, I'm going to try and not talk as much through this, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, well, right now I'm going to explain what I'm doing here. I paused the game because what I like to do is, when I start this, I'm going to pause it. I am going to get my storage for my granary here, and then I'm going to get my other storage set up here so that they're dealt with first. Then I scope out and find out where the wild animals are, and I try to avoid this area while doing the logging. So then I try and find an area that has lots of trees so that I can put this over by them. Ooh, that's too steep. Okay, we're gonna go there, I guess. And then what we will do, scroll back in. What I will do is I'm gonna look for underground water, which, hey, there's a great spot for it right there. So keeping that in mind, I'm now going to do this because we have to get these people in homes. So I'm going to, okay, no, I need it a little bit longer for what I'm hoping for. All right, so what I try my best to do is to set up my first house with at least 2 houses in the plot, because that at least gets 2 people in a home, or 2 families into homes, so I don't have homeless people. I'm not saying that homeless people are a bad thing, but they die in the winter. All right. Now that I've done my basic setup, that is my basic go-to setup, I'm going to click play. And then that way I let them do their thing. And I'm doing all this at normal speed run. I am not going to be hitting fast forward. The only time I pause it is when I start off. Hope you guys enjoy the content. And then the next difficulty level we will be working on will be the easiest level. And I'm saving the last one for last. Because I don't know how that one's going to go.
Come along, lad.
So now that I have a start on most of this building, and I keep pressing tab to check the percentage of how much has been done. So once this one's completed, I'm going to assign someone there so that they can get the supplies into the granary so it doesn't go bad. So while that's going on, the one thing you guys can do for food right away is the hunting camp, because it doesn't cost any building. I'm gonna find a good spot to put this. Right there. I'm gonna put it there because it doesn't uproot trees. So now let's get a closer look view and then building.
Summer's coming soon. Soon the beating sun. There's no hope. Tomorrow, find a new way. I do hope everyone can finish this building. It'd be most embarrassing to run out halfway through. Just give me a hammer and something needs to not move. Summer's coming soon. Can't stay with his grip. We all know what that means. Come on. Who's using the auger? I need to drill holes in the pegs. Give me a hammer. Come along, lad. Bring this here, move.
as you guys probably just noticed, we just got a notification that they would like us to build a market. I'm going to try and build the market as close as I can to the first house in this general area without kind of going over the water area.
Timber to the gable.
Because when I go build, it shows me the underground water. So I'm going to try and make it over here. Or here. Just so it's out of the way and I can still get the rest of the houses in so that people aren't going to die over winter. I try not to make the market too big so that way I can put a couple markets in the town as the town gets bigger, closer to the other areas, so they don't have to travel as far to get their goods that are being sold at the market.
We all know what that means, don't we?
I'm not sure if I'll end up speeding up the video so it's not as slow for you guys or not. So I think this one I'll just probably upload as is with little to no editing because I don't want to be that person. It's like, hey, I'm going to do it on normal run and then freaking end up editing half of it and being like, speed it up and do this. Well, you didn't play it on normal run. Well, no, I did. I just sped up the video because I figured people would want to see it that way. So if you guys can let me know in the comments, like, if this is the type of content you guys would like to see, I'm going to try not to make them super long. I'm going to try and do, like, maybe 30-minute sessions. And that way they're kind of like little episodes. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping you guys like the content because I really enjoy this game. I'm also playing the Xbox version of it. So it's not as up to date as the Steam version, and I'm hoping to get the Steam version eventually. I'm saving up for that right now. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll probably butt in here every now and then for a few little things that I remember or think of in the moment, because that's kind of how my brain works.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Oh, and since you start out with like only, I don't know, 50 silver, I try to always make sure to get a secondary ox, and then I spend the other 30 on vegetables instead of eggs. So instead of doing chickens, I go with the gardening because we're in the spring. We have enough time to actually like plant and then harvest. So that's what I prefer to do. Obviously, everyone has their own way of doing things, but I figure it's a good way to get things started. So, just my little tips. Well, we're hitting the almost 25-minute mark. And as you can see, playing on normal speed, not a lot happens in 25 minutes. So, I might make this one at least an hour. And if people like it, they like it. If not, that's fine too. But I like these, like, run things at normal speed challenges. Because I feel like we live in such a world that's fast paced all the time that why not? It's a cozy game. Like, I like this game. I've spent like hours upon hours on this game already. So, I just try and do things a certain way. Now, this is taking a little bit longer to, build because they actually transport everything from way over here. So, it's going to take a little bit. Mind you, I will see how long this episode is going to be because I'm very tired. I just got home from work right before I recorded this. So, we shall see. But so far, we're doing really well on meat. On food. I need to get things going enough so we can get more firewood. But right now we have 4 months worth of stock. 16 months of fuel, 4 months of food. So once things keep going, we should be a good start. Hopefully. Hopefully it works out well. All right, so here's another thing I like to do. So the reason why I bought a second ox is because when I get my logging camp started, I go to advanced and I assign at least one ox to the camp. It helps with logging and everything and transporting. So they have their own, which means any construction that gets done has their own ox as well.
Time to find a good tree with soft ground. Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun. Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun. If I have to spend another winter in Albrecht's barn, I'd like to freeze me balls off, even with his wife to keep me warm. There's no hobble. Tomorrow, find a new home. In town. Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection. Cheated him? Never. Perhaps he simply does not know how to cook properly. Summer's coming soon. And soon the sun. You over there.
If I have to spend another winter in Albert's barn, I'd like to freeze me balls off, even with his wife to keep me warm. Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Time to find a good tree with soft ground.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Meat! Get your meat here! So fresh it's practically still mooing.
Why do I have to carry this alone? Summer's trying to find a good tree and soft ground. Oh, this is heavier than it looks.
Come on.
So now I've started on this, technically the next 2 houses, but I will slowly start to do those, add them as we get more wood. Which I can't add another person to here because of the fact that I need one for building. You always have to have one person available to do any construction or anything. Another recommendation I would always say is don't change the limit for the hunting camp, because otherwise you're going to run out of animals to hunt, because they need to be able to reproduce to make more, to make you so you can keep hunting the area. I almost took away the limit my first time playing and then realized that that was a very bad idea. I'm glad I didn't, because I did not want to like deplete my resources completely. So yeah, the only time I do deplete my resources are like the mines and stuff, because like it's a deposit, there's not very much there. I mine it till it's gone. These you can get like these, so you can get the deep mining. I actually haven't checked to see which one I'm going to go with first, but I might go with trapping or berries or farming in general, depending on what the land is like, which I should have checked. That should have been my first thing I did. Oh, perfect. We can do a farming. Yes. So my priority is going to be farming. So we're probably going to go with the heavy plow so that we can get lots of plowing done and a lot easier. Sorry, brain just kind of died. And then we'll go with trapping so that we can get more meat and give us more food so we don't have starving people. Then probably go with orchards and then berries. Also want to do sheep breeding and get beekeeping going. Those will be like my main priorities. And then from there we can go irrigation, fertilization, bakeries, pelt extractions, then we can go advanced skinning, and then we can get the beekeeping, advanced beekeeping. So that is my ultimate plan now at first for this one. And then eventually I will do this one. And then probably this one.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Nice work.
Bread, freshly baked, still warm from the oven.
Figure we do a little walkthrough at like the view level where you can actually like walk around and not get run over by the ox. So I really like the fact that they have this as an option because like you can actually like walk around your town and check out things like the market. There's the meat one. Or the food one. Carcasses. Yummy.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
You can like get right in and see what they're doing. I love this. This is my favorite part of the game, honestly. If I could just play in this mode, that'd be kind of cool. And like actually interact and like help do things, that'd be kind of neat. But I don't think that'd be an option.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen.
There's a building. which I really like watching these right here. That was glitch in half. But now we're gonna leave this mode because sometimes on
That piece over here.
the Xbox version there are some glitches that come along with that mode still. So I don't know. I'm hoping to be able to start doing these recordings on like the actual like Steam version. But I gotta save up for that. Because I checked it out and the Steam version definitely has way more features. So now that I have spent all my money, I now need to build a trading post. I think it's called trading post. Yeah, trading post. In order to start making any money for the town. So that'll be next on my list after I build a tannery. Tannery is going to be my next thing. Because we have pelts from our hunters. We have about 12. So if we turn them into leather, then they can make clothes, which is a plus.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
Come on, come along.
Fields need a bit of a drink. So could I.
Come on then, come on.
So my favorite thing to do while playing this game, because it is playing at the normal speed, is very much a slow paced game. So I actually like to usually throw on YouTube, throw on some music, and just kind of like vibe and like multitask and do more than one thing at a time, because that's just kind of my thing. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I usually play this game while listening to a podcast or a show on YouTube. And then I just kind of let it play through at the normal speed.
on, laddie, come on.
Come along, lad.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna stop the recording here. I'm gonna pause it, and then I'll save it once I'm done recording. I think this is a good first start to the series, and I'm really hoping you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna probably add some ambiance music to it. It has its own, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave this as my raw uncut episode 1, and I'm really hoping that obviously once the town picks up and there's more things and there's more people, it speeds up a little bit even on normal speed. The initial start off to starting a town when you don't have anything yet is very slow, or it feels slow because you only have so much going at a time. Because when you have more people, there's more things to like delegate, and there's more things to do, and there's more concerns, and then you get your army, and then a whole bunch of other stuff to come up. But it's this initial beginning start that just kind of makes it a little bit more slow and painful, and a lot harder to not press that fast forward button, which I really am not trying to do. I'm going to work on talking a little bit more about what my plans are and about the game, and I'm working on this. Bear with me, guys. I am still new to this recording and then posting thing. It's a work in progress, so we shall see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoy. If you aren't already following, please drop a subscribe, a follow. And I'm gonna try and be working on a few things that are upcoming, and I'm gonna try and work on some more recordings that are just specifically for YouTube. So hopefully, words be hard, and I'm not blurping that out because I don't care. Anyways, if you guys would rather me have the cam up, I can possibly do that as well. Or I could use the VTuber. Just let me know in the comments if you guys would rather that, or just strictly just the gameplay. And then just like kind of like a voiceover. Like I might even just start recording and then do a voiceover later and talk about it that way. Because then I can like interject and say things. But I prefer like the raw, what I'm doing now. Like where I just kind of like unmute and be like start talking about what's happening. And then that way I don't have to go back and rewatch it and then interject and, do all the finicky stuff, and then it doesn't sound like I'm doing it well in the moment. I like the in the moment raw stuff. I don't know. It makes sense to me. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys would rather see the cam up, even the VTuber, because I usually switch between my cam and my VTuber anyways. But yeah, drop me a little comment in the comment section and let me know, and I'll see what I can do with that. On that note, I try to make this an hour at least, so it wasn't so stay. Just like, hey, I started. Here's how you do the logging camp, and then just be done. So far, we are working on our 3rd and 4th house, and then we got our 5th house being built as we speak. So when we come back next time, we'll pick up right where we left off, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day or evening, and I really hope you guys enjoy the content. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you hate it, then you hate it. If you like it, then you like it. Honestly though, if you hate it, keep going. Like, I'm not... This is something I enjoy. So, I hope you guys enjoy it too. Those who do enjoy it, please stick around. Come enjoy the rest of the content that we make here. On that note, I'm Anzi, and welcome to my variety channel where I just kind of game what I like. And then I record it and hope that you guys like it too. So if you want to come chill and have some chill vibes, thank you for sticking around. And have a good one.